So this was not the video I was planning to do for you this week. Number one, I have a sinus infection, so I couldn't get the energy up to do and to film the other video. And I also have really bad hives in this video, so you might see that on my arms. So yes, those are hives. And instead of doing the original video about like the most common questions I get around Calatheas, the questions that I really have never answered on this channel before, I thought I would say hello. I thought I'd do a quick unboxing, and not just any old unboxing. I thought actually I would share with you some practical maybe tips, especially if you're new to Calatheas, of what I do when I get a new Calathea. I order many of them by the mail or by shipping, and it's really important. I've come to learn that I really take inventory and catalog what's going on with the plant when I first get it, because if I have problems later, it helps me to rule them out. And so one of the first things that I do when I get the plant is I do the little magic fingers at it. I get so excited, and then I start looking for, unfortunately, imperfections that exist in all plants that I get. And so I turn it around a few times, try to understand exactly how many leaves it has, what its new growth looks like, if it has new growth. I'm one of those people I have to be very careful when I end up potting up these plants and making sure that I don't destroy any of that new growth. But aside from that, I look at the backs of the leaves, and I'm really making sure, especially if it's a Calathea, that the plant is not arriving with any unwanted visitors like spider mites. And when I'm looking at the back of the leaves, I'm looking for webbing, and I'm looking for little kind of droplets that are common with spider mites. I'm checking for things like this. This leaf got damaged, by the way. It was folded and the tissue got damaged, so the leaf is never really going to sit right again. So catalog that. I didn't cause that. That's just something that happens when you ship plants sometimes. However, when I look at the back of the leaves, right, I don't see anything, but I'm not just checking for spider mites. I'm looking for any kind of liquid drops, any sticky liquid coming out of the back to make sure that, scale and thrip aren't there. Do you see that I've got brown spots there at the base of the leaf and then up on the side, and there's one even over here on the next leaf. There's a little bit of a crispy tip here. There's also a little brown spot on the edge of the leaf, and there's some markings on this leaf here. So I really look at all of these things, like this damage here, all of these things that I've just pointed out to you. As this plant matures and the leaves mature with the plant, all of those imperfections are going to become more and more prominent. They're going to be magnified. And what you do then is you grow it out, right? So like this Makoyana I got had really bad hard water stains on it, and I got it anyway because, it's got a ton of new growth. My Crimson had a few problems on just really small imperfections on the leaf, right? I cataloged that. They're still there. And then this plant, it's here with all my other Calatheas in quarantine, which, by the way, is this really quarantine anymore? Because I've been over there forever. However, now I know, right? So as the plant matures, if I see a crispy tip on the leaf that came with a crispy tip, I know what it is. So it becomes easier for me to say, well, I know I've been giving it the right level of humidity, and I know I've been giving it distilled water, and I know that the light that I'm giving it should be fine. It's like, oh, did the plant come with really minor imperfections that you didn't notice when you first got it? So that is kind of a list of what I check for and what I inventory. I hope that it's helpful. And hopefully next week I'm going to be up to filming another video where I can really, again, talk about some of the Calathea kind of issues and problems and fixes that I've never really discussed on this channel before, and I can get that up for you. I hope to see you then. Until next time, be well and take care.